Yabba dabba doo, hello. Welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today, a perfect 72 degrees out. We're continuing Seal of the Pharaoh on the 3DO, that's right. Seal of the ding-dang son of a gun, no good, scamp scoundrel Pharaoh. on the 3DO interactive multiplayer. Looking forward to wandering around with no idea what we're doing this week. I don't remember what we were doing when we last played this 2 weeks ago, but I do remember we were a little bit lost. But maybe things will work out. Maybe it'll be fine. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing okay. Hope things are going all right for you. I've got a green tea with me. Green tea with the jasmine. Let me take a sip. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Delightful. I eat pizza. Nice. What kind of pizza? What kind of pizza did you eat? Answer me. Answer me. I need to know. What is the kind? What is the place? Answer my pizza questions immediately. Apologies, that was a little bit. That was a little bit of a strong showing for such a question. Alfredo, spinach, chicken, and onions. Interesting. Well, I hope you enjoyed your pizza. Hope you had a good time eating it. Went to an art show. Found a parking meter at the side of the road. Yes, the uprising has begun. Down with the meters. Why must we be charged to not move a thing? Well, Viva la Resistance. It all begins now. I took it. Excellent. Excellent. Now, oh no, wait. This is what happens in Animal Farm. The animals take over, but then the animals become the farmers. Oh God. Oh God, no. We'll let this loop around a second. Learn nothing from Animal Farm. Nothing at all. Whoa!
The Pharaoh calls me. In the pyramid, all mysteries will be solved.
Thank goodness.
Let us tell the astonishing story carved on a lithograph, unearthed from an ancient pyramid. The pyramid appeared suddenly from the ground, turning the land around it to desert and freeing evil spirits. Long ago, your father, wishing to solve its mystery, forced his way into the pyramid alone and never returned. You must fight the evil spirits to find him.
Father. Father. Oh yeah. Of course. Oh yeah, we haven't gotten a map for this place. It's still the old map. Happy Valentober's Day. Thank you for the $2. Happy Hooves and Hearts Day, every pony. What's everyone's favorite variant? On Valentine's Day. What's everyone's favorite Valentine's Day variant? I like Animal Crossing's Heart Day. Heart Day. Valentine's Day. That's a good one. I'm gonna say my favorite is Summon the Blood Slugs Day. Today is the day in which we all... Oh my god. Summon the blood slugs from their terrible blood slug void. We bring them into our world. They crawl around. They drink our blood, as you might imagine, given the name. Blood slugs sound like leeches. If only they were leeches. Blood slugs are around 4 feet long. And they do drink blood, but that's not why they're named blood slugs. They're named blood slugs because they leave a trail of blood wherever they slither. And it's a lot of blood, way more than they drink. They're just generating buckets of blood. But it does lubricate them as they move, and it means they can travel much faster than you would imagine. Much faster than a slug usually would. God, the blood slugs are on the move. David Studios product, thank you for the $4.99. Feel like the seal of the Pharaoh is like the least important part of our quest. Like besides the family crest, why does the seal even matter to us? That's a good question. I haven't determined exactly what it is about the seal. That's so important. Oh, nice. You have the right thing to not get attacked by a trap. Could really use a map. I wrote a few letters last night. Nothing particularly, you know, entertaining or anything, but I've been trying to figure out more people to write to. Not on a stream last night. This was just in my own private time, writing a variety of letters. But I keep thinking of new people to write to. The problem with writing letters every day is I do keep needing to find new people to write to. You can only write to the Pope so many times. What about the King of Sealand? I don't know if Sealand currently has a king. One second. I can look this up. It's not a bad idea, honestly. Yeah, no, it's currently ruled by Prince Michael. I could write to Prince Michael of Sealand. It's not a bad idea, Prince Michael of Sealand. That one, BDSM micronation. That one has unfortunately dissolved. Otherwise, I would 100% have written to the femdom micronation. Brad, thank you for the 199. Just watched Grave of the Fireflies. Ghibli film. How'd you like Grave of the Fireflies? How many letters do you write a day? I've set myself a goal of at least one letter a day, but I've been writing 2 or 3. I mean, there's some days I only get the 1 out, but handwritten with my fountain pens. Oh! Ah! Alright, well, something has opened up. That's good to know. David Studios product, thank you for the $4.99. Would you consider buying a custom wax seal for your letters? Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this on stream before. It's complicated, wax seals. In the United States, if you want to mail a letter with a wax seal, you can, but there's more steps. And these steps are, first of all, you can't just put it in your mailbox. You have to bring it to your local post office because you have to pay an extra charge to have the stamp that you've used hand canceled. What this means is when you mail a letter, they put this little ink ribbon over it to show that it's been used, so that you can't simply take a stamp off a sent envelope and use it again. But the wax seals prevent their automatic machines from canceling the stamps as they go through the system. And so they have to be hand canceled. So a postal employee has to by hand cancel the stamp, which they have an extra charge for. The other option that you have is sending it in an outer envelope. And I do have outer envelopes. I've got the larger envelopes. But for me, at least, personally, I just kind of think that lessens the effect. If you have to open a regular envelope and then there's a seal inside, I mean, it's still interesting, but it's not quite as interesting as, you know, opening getting an envelope in the mail that has a seal on it. my mom had gotten me just a wax seal with like an S or whatever for steel. And I'm going to use these to practice just so I can learn how to wax seal. But if I'm going to do this like seriously, then yeah, I would design my own emblem to put on a seal. But I think I think it's maybe not quite the style that I'm going for. Oh, here we go, here we go. Make your own family crest. No, it wouldn't be a family crest. That's also not my style. I wish I had a map so much. We are just going to be stumbling around until we happen upon the room that has the map in it. Any raccoon news? No, not yet. Just waiting for the new people to come. I did actually hear back one last time from the original guy. For those of you who don't know the story, there's a raccoon or something in my roof. I don't actually know 100% that it's a raccoon. I suspect. Because I only hear it at night. But I heard this animal crawling around in the attic, and I called an animal trapper to come out, and the animal trapper went up into the attic, yelled capture a bunch of times, and then came back down, said he thinks it's a raccoon. He sprayed coyote urine everywhere, which is apparently supposed to, scare the raccoon off, according to him, and according to what I've seen online. That seems to be the case. But it didn't. It didn't work at all. The animal stuck around. I called the man... Oh my god, it's this guy.
The automatic paths begin on this floor.
Okay, so I'm just back at the beginning now. I called the man to let him know that the coyote urine had not worked. And his response was, well, we could try more urine again. And I was like, I had called you because you're a trapper. I was really hoping to get it trapped and relocated. And he was like, I don't know if we should trap it. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, maybe it's better if it stays up there. Maybe it's better if it stays in the attic. It's like, it might be a mother raccoon about to have a bunch of children. It's like, yeah, it might be. I would rather it not have children in my attic. Rather there not be a bunch of raccoons in the attic. And he was like, they should just stay up there. Leave the raccoons in your attic. So I decided to call someone else who's coming over on Monday. But I did hear from this man one last time. I heard from him one final time. He sent me a proposal. Not a marriage proposal, a work proposal. I don't think anyone was thinking marriage proposal, but in case you were, he sent me a proposal, a work proposal. Now you might think, given that I called him about capturing and relocating this raccoon, you might think that the proposal was to capture and relocate the raccoon, but it was not. He sent me a work proposal. Let me pull it up right here. Let's see. Yeah, he sent me a work proposal. The proposal does not include any removal of the raccoon. The proposal is to go around and find other areas that a potential future animal might come in. Nothing that would prevent the nothing that would get rid of the current animal, but go around and make the attic generally animal proof for other animals that are not the animals that are already in there. And for this he wants to charge me $2,600. And I will once again state that with this proposal, I will still have animals in my attic. I will still have animals in my attic after this. He just wants to, fix some other stuff he saw unrelated to my problem. Yeah. Needless to say, I'm probably not going to go with this guy. I'm going to wait and see what the other people say. For instance, I'm hoping the other people will say, "Yeah, we'll remove the animal from your attic." He's just going to open up more raccoon entry points. He might. Sure this trapper wasn't just 3 raccoons in a big coat. I think it was a human being, but I do think he was working with the raccoons. I think he's working with the raccoons. I'm not going to tell anybody. So there's specific pieces of information that I don't want to say because I don't want anyone to harass this person. I will say that his name sounds fake. His name sounds like a fake name. His name doesn't make him sound like he's a real person. Okay, so I'm going to give you a fake name that I've made up. That is in the style of the name that this man has. Yeri Piggums. Hello, my name is Yeri Piggums. I'm a real human man, Yeri Piggums. I'm a guy. I'm a real man. Yeri Piggums. And I think you should keep your raccoons in your attic. Also, given the fact that he gave me a proposal that Yeri Piggums gave me a proposal for $2,600 for a plan that would leave all of the raccoon in my attic. The proposal was $2,600 to leave the raccoon in my attic when I called to have the raccoon removed. I think you should also know that the business name, and this is not the real business name, but it is something very similar to this. The business name is essentially Budget Raccoon Removals. So I call up Budget Raccoon Removals. I get this guy, Yeri Piggums, who comes out, tells me the raccoon should not be removed, and that I should pay $2,600 to not have it removed. So yeah, I got someone else coming out on Monday. This is a different guy than the Predator P guy. No, this is the same guy. Like the guy who came out and sprayed pee all over my roof. I really need this map. Skyworm, propeller hat, carry a skateboard. Really into BMX or something to convince you he is indeed a real human person. I think he's a real human. I don't think that he's an animal pretending to be a human. Even though his name is Yeri Piggums. But well, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think he's picked a side in animal-human relations, and he's picked the side of the animals, which I can't blame him. I do want this raccoon out of my roof, though. Maybe he's a homunculus. Feels rude to call him a homunculus. I don't know what his deal is, though. I wish I hadn't wasted so much time with this guy, because it did take forever to get him out. I should have immediately called someone else, given the urgency of the situation. Alas. Try putting a python in your attic. Oh, thank goodness. It's the map. I have not. I think it might be a good idea to put increasingly larger animals in my attic until it sorts itself out, but thus far I have not done this. Alright, well, this is extremely good news, the fact that I have a I have a map now. I just need to figure out where on the map I actually am. So we're in a small room. Small room leads to a four-way passage. Alright. Let me see how many small rooms there are that lead to four-way passages. Or I can let you see too. Got too many items now. I think there's only two. I think there's only two small rooms that lead to the four-way passages, and they're both on the bottom there. So I just need to figure out which of those two is where I currently am. I think if I just keep going forward, I should know. All right, so we were on the one to the left. All right, so I know where I am on the map now. It's time to meticulously go everywhere at this point. This should lead to a dead end. Yep. Oh, you want some gold?
Give me some money. I'll let you go through.
We should probably open up a passageway. Yeah, I think this opens up a secret room that I was blocked from just a moment ago. Oh, excellent. I didn't even know I needed to be doing that, but apparently so. You considered the attic beast might actually be a coyote with remarkably good climbing skills. It could be anything. It could be. Maybe it's just that guy. Maybe that guy is just. He's just been going up there. Maybe it's that guy. That would be some scheme. Maybe it's Yerry Piggums. Oh. How big is your attic? Just go up there and make a lot of noise to scare it. Poop in a bucket and leave it up there for a day or two. I've got a Florida attic, which means it's not like a walkable place. It's, I have a thing with heights too. It's very hard for me to get up there. There's like access in a garage. Yeah, there's not much I can do in terms of... Like, I'd just be very afraid of, just falling through the roof, because I don't really know how to walk around in an attic like that. Like, the attics here look like, here, I'll show you. It's basically... basically like this. It's like this. This is what like a Florida attic is like. Oh, it's a golden shield. Alright. Cool. We were trying to get that last stream, right? But that was in a different area. I don't know why we got it here. But yeah, in Florida, attics are basically just insulation. It's not a place you can walk around in. It's not even a place you can really use for storage. Alright, I'm gonna... Apparently cayenne pepper is a good repellent. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do to get rid of a raccoon in the attic. The main concern is, you know, I don't actually, first of all, I don't 100% know it's a raccoon. I haven't seen the raccoon. If it is a raccoon, it's not impossible that there are already raccoon children up there. So, whatever I do, I need to make sure it's also not, like, gonna harm the children. No evidence on the security cam. No, I've had a camera set up pointed at the point that I thought is the entry point for whatever animal is up there, but I haven't captured anything. it's a motion sensing camera, and so it's not impossible that it's just whatever animal's coming in hasn't triggered it. Although, just random, like, squirrels walking past on the roof and stuff and birds flying by have triggered it, so I think it's pretty likely that it would have been triggered. Which means it's probably coming in from a different location. I just don't know what. I just don't know where. There's no, like, obvious point that wasn't this point. This was the most obvious, because it was like a soffit that's very clearly been, like, pulled back and stuff. But it's been enough days that I feel like I would have caught it if it was coming in and out of that spot. The next step could be putting the camera in the attic. The entrance point to the attic is close enough to where I've been hearing it that I could probably capture something. Too bad there isn't snow in Florida. You can see the tracks of whatever animal's getting in. Yeah, I mean, there's limited types of animals it could be. Given the fact that I only hear it at night, it's a raccoon or it's what do you call it? Armadillo. Yeah, armadillo. It's the last time you had your roof replaced? Last year. I don't know if that's an ironic possum. No, the possum's probably what I'm thinking of. The possum. Yeah, there's an armadillo up in my roof. It's Pikachu. It's Pikachu the Pokemon. Given what I've heard, I think it's a raccoon. I would be surprised if it's not a raccoon. But yeah, the like the way a trapper, like who I thought I was calling, the way a raccoon trapper should work is they come, they check the attic, look for signs of what it might be, figure out where it's coming in and out of, set a trap for it. When it's caught, recheck the attic to try to find, make sure that there's no children, there's no like babies left behind, and then relocate the animal. Like that's what you do. There's like there's things I can do. Again.
The automatic paths begin on this floor.
Nice. There's things that I could do, like, next time. To very quickly get rid of, whatever's coming to the roof. You know, you could leave a bucket of ammonia out. Raccoons have a very, sensitive sense of smell, and they don't want to be anywhere where there's a bunch of ammonia. but it's been up there so long that, like, it's been weeks at this point. Oh my god, what the heck? Trying to figure out where I am on the map now. I've lost track. Okay. I think I know. Alright, this should lead to a left-right turn. Right should be dead end. This way should be a big room. Nothing stopping you from cutting out the middleman and just using your own pee to get rid of the raccoons. There's much stopping me from doing this. Yeah, at this point, I definitely want to, like, I would like a professional to remove the animal and then also go back and remove any piles of animal poop that are in the attic now. Got it. Be really OP in this game now. Everything dies in one hit. I feel like everything's been dying in one hit since like the second day. For whatever reason, this game is balanced really weirdly. Very quickly, you become extremely powerful. never expected you to wander aimlessly for this long. Well, I haven't been wandering aimlessly. I've been wandering with purpose. I've been wandering with purpose and with knowledge of where I'm going. So, if anything, I've been spending much less time than the average player would wandering around. Oh, a mummy! Now, the mummies take 2 hits. Probably knew if someone was willing to push through the first hour of this game, they needed to make it way easier to continue playing. I think it's less intentional than that. I just think this is a poorly designed game. There are plenty of video games where, like, the extreme difficulty of the game isn't so much an intentional choice as it is just the developer being bad at at design and not really understanding how difficult they're making something. I think this is the opposite. I think this is an instance of the developer not understanding that they've made the game trivially easy. Okay, this should lead to a dead end. Alright, nothing here. And then to the right should be a big room. There's either nothing in this room, or before we had the map, we entered here and took whatever was in here. Alright, there should be a two-way here. Turn right. Should bring us to a forward and right bend. I'm gonna go right into a small room. Oh, save point. Excellent. Alright, so this is where the save point is. Well, we're halfway through the stream. We do have a couple of birthdays to celebrate. All right. 2 birthdays to celebrate today. 2 birthdays. First up, it is Tinister. Happy birthday, Tinister. Let's see what the machine's got to say to Tinister. Indeed. Indeed. Data's been calculated. Let's fill out your birth fate card. What in the world is your luck number for the year? Could be one of an assortment of numbers. It's 8. It's the number 8. How about your letter? Pile of bananas and stuff. And twigs. Bananas and twigs. 3 bananas, 2 twigs, 1 slug. How's the weather? Whatever that is. Any of this hatch an egg? No. Got a cake recipe. Birthday machine is calculated. A perfect cake. Just for you, Tinister. Here's your cake. Ingredients. First ingredient. What is it? 16 kilograms of white rice flour. Interesting. It's been a while since we've had a rice cake. 5 tablespoons club soda. 24 apples. 9 chocolate spoons. How does this turn into a cake? Directions. Think about ingredients for a while. Deglaze. I'm a chef! For 93 hours at 459 Kelvin. Almost done. Love with all the friends. You gotta love with all the friends, Tinister. Let me know how it turns out. Birthday machine has looked to the stars. Determined your friend constellation is the Wandering Architect. Enemy star Omega Portia number 3280. Has there been a cosmic event? No. Gather round, everyone. It's time to sing. To who? Tinister, of course. Join me if you can. Birthday is here for Tinister. Birthday cheering for Tinister. A fly in our soupies. The cats weep for Tinister. Happy find the truth, Tinister. There's a ghost who's named Tinister. We shall never waver. Wait, where is that yug? Where the heck is that yug? Oh my goodness. Where's it gone to? The yug. No! Finally, we have a one-of-a-kind work of art created by the machine just for you, Tinister. Here it is, your one-of-a-kind work of art. Radical. Radical, look at this. Radical. Excellent. Happy birthday, Tinister. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And many more. We have one more birthday to celebrate today. One more birthday. It's Tucker's birthday. Let's see what the machine's got to say to Tucker. Indeed. Calculating data. Here we go. Data's been calculated. Let's fill out your birth fate card. What is your luck number for the year? It could be one of an assortment of numbers. 665. Goodness. How about your letter? Ah! Sorry, this one frightened me for a second, Tucker. It frightened me for just a moment, but no, I think this is still okay. How's the weather? Ah! No, this is normal weather. Regular, normal weather. Any of those hatch an egg? No. Note, boop, more data emergency. Wait just a moment. Okay. We got a joke. Birthday Machine has written a joke just for you, Tucker. Here's your joke. Knock, knock. Who is it? Sparkling customer. Sparkling customer are who? Sparkling customer, the sight that comes with experience, as the guilty avoid all consequences. Ha ha. Ha. Birthday Machine has looked at the stars, determined your friend constellation is the lucky apple. Enemy star Theta Cassiopeia number 2665. Has there been a cosmic event? No. Got a song, everyone. Gather round. It is time to sing. Join me if you can. We're singing to Tucker. Celebrate our dear Tucker. Birthday swan just for Tucker. The angels are coming. Slug free, that's our Tucker. Birthday, what a day, Tucker. Bing, bing, bong, boop, beep, Tucker. Fine, what would you do then? Okay, well, why not? Well, why not? Finally, we have a one-of-a-kind work of art created by the machine just for you, Tucker. Here it is, your one-of-a-kind work of art.
I love you.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good piece. What a beautiful work. Happy birthday, Tucker. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And many more. All right. It's a small room over here. Oh! It's a robot! Now it's a robot the dust. But it do. Ba-do, boop, 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 ba-do, do, ba-da, da, da. Da, ba-da, ba-ba, do, ba-boop, ba-boop, boop, boo.
I'll reward you if you open the next room with this key. I'll reward you if you open the next room with this key.
I probably shouldn't do that. Anyway, I don't know which room. I don't want to accidentally. Hopefully I'm not going to automatically open a room. Should be a dead end here.
Try taking out the map. You'll know where you are.
I know where I am already. But in case anyone watching wants to know, I'm currently there on the map. I just kind of think that maybe if I open the room, I get the bad ending. Like maybe there's a good ending and a bad ending, and it's entirely dependent on this one choice. That seems like the sort of thing this game would do. What the heck? It's been a while since I haven't been able to hit first. I don't even know what room he's talking about, like... There's a couple of rooms nearby. Sorry, I dropped my phone. Alright, this should be a dead end, and then there's a room on the other side. I still have the key. Well, I don't think that door is locked, so I don't think that was... I don't think that was it. Alright, so there's a room here. Alright. I think this is the door. If I had to guess. There's another room over here. So there's two rooms that are locked. Let me show you the map. So these two rooms are top middle of the map. You see the two rooms next to each other. There seems to be a way to go around the back, which I'm going to try. There's one of the rooms. Alright, so they're just gonna be blocked off. I don't know if I should open them. No. My golden shield doesn't seem to do all that much. A little room over here. Tinister, thank you for the $10. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Of course. Well, I have your attention, a question. I recently got a great deal on an FZ1. What's the one title I simply must get for it besides Seal of the Pharaoh, of course? Oh, there's plenty of very good 3DO games that I would recommend. It depends on your tastes, though, because like if you I'll tell you, if you really like FMV style games, what the heck is it called? One second, let me find it on this list. Oh, first of all, you can get D, which is a great game. D, one of my favorite games. You can play D now. You can get D. This was the system it was originally developed for. But the Daedalus Encounter is a very high-budget FMV game on the 3DO that's 100% worth playing. Demolition Man, surprisingly good on the 3DO. That one's a little bit trickier to find, though. Digital Dreamware, very interesting. One of my favorites, this was a PC game that was ported, but I still highly recommend getting this. And I don't think price rise, it's like too bad. Dragon Lore. God, do I love Dragon Lore. Dragon Lore. Escape from Monster Manor is pretty interesting if you're looking for a shooter. It runs a little chuggy, but Gex, of course, is a great platformer. Heck, but you know, the curse word, a cyberpunk thriller, is interesting, although I don't like the way the story ends. Jurassic Park Interactive, pretty good. Lost Eden. You know what? Add this one to the top of your list. Lost Eden. It's a game about dinosaurs. I played it on stream. Maybe you saw that stream. Lost Eden. Lost Eden. Lost Eden. Phenomenal game. Someone in chat mentioned Myst. Yeah, 3DO does have Myst. Ethos mentioned Myst. It's a good platform for Myst. You can also play Out of This World on the 3DO, which is pretty good. What else do we got? 3DO version of Road Rash, very good. Interesting but hard to understand game, Robinson's Requiem. If you're willing to load up a guide. That one's worth checking out. Of course, I would be remiss without mentioning, as Fucci has mentioned, Shelley Duvall's It's a Bird's Life. Here's an interesting one. Sid Meier's CPU Bach. Interesting experiment. Star Control 2, yeah. Star Control 2, one of the best games in the system. Super Wing Commander. Definitely worth checking out. As well as Wing Commander 3, Heart of the Tiger. That one stars Mark Hamill. 3DO version of Wolfenstein's pretty good too. Malphazar, thank you for the $5. Know you're a nerd when you scrape the ice off your windshield with a stick of DDR3 RAM. You know you're a nerd when you scrape the ice off your windshield with a stick of DDR3 RAM. Woo! Thank you, Malphazar. Well, you know what? I'm going to try opening one of those doors. If it seems like too big of a mistake, I can always reload my save.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Is there anything negative other than that? Let me open up the other one. The heck? I've been warped again. Probably been warped again, but as to where, I have no idea. probably just reload my save, honestly. Yeah, I might just reload my save. All right.
I'll reward you if you open the next room with this key.
You're not gonna fall for that again. Not gonna get me twice with that one. Alright, to the right is the door that warped me. I'm gonna skip that. To the right now is the trick room. Gotta keep going straight here. And then eventually when we can't go straight anymore, we're gonna go left, and that should lead to a dead end, but maybe there's something on this dead end. There's a little po-show. No, nothing here. Turn right here. Skip this. Turn right here. also going to make the next right, and that'll lead us to a big room. Alright, well, let's see what's in this big room. Not a lot, apparently. Oh, we got some gems. That's something. More gemstones. We're going to want to keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Should be a trap, I think. Alright, we're gonna want to go right here. And then left. Where is this gonna lead? I'll tell you. There's a little turn here that leads to a small room. We're gonna go in that small room, see if there's anything in here for us. There is not. Alright. Turn right here. Up ahead there should be another turn that leads to a big room. There's either nothing in here or we've already been here before and we didn't have the map. Alright, if we go to the right here, this should lead to a dead end.
Try taking out the map. You'll know where you are.
Okay, just so the audience now can see where we are on the map. Here it is. We're there. Now what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be going back up to the left through that small room again, and then back down the sort of blackened area there on the path to the farthest left. Is a secret entrance that I opened at some point. So we're going to go there, see where that leads us. How lovely. Oh, it's the save spot. Excellent. Oh, it's a mummy! No! I defeated the mummy. Oh, it's a skeleton. A normal skeleton. I defeated the normal skeleton. Oh, God, it's another skeleton! I defeated the other skeleton. And we're going further down. We didn't seem to find any bosses here. I don't see anywhere on the map that we didn't go. Usually the boss is like they prevent you from proceeding. Let me look at some previous maps. Let me just make sure we're not missing anything here. I don't know. I know there's 3 more bosses I have to fight. But where they are, nobody knows. Oh, God, we've just ended up in a place where I don't have a map anymore. Apparently this section is 2 floors. Alright. Let's go. Oh no! Let's go to the left first. I have some Pharaoh vibes to cheer me up. All the pharaohs I know are sending their vibes. Every pharaoh... Oh my god, thank goodness. Every pharaoh I know is sending their vibes right now. The vibes are on their way from the pharaohs. This place looks ridiculous. What is this? Let's see where we are. Okay, I think I know where we are. Means we actually want to turn back, if I'm correct. So there's a big room in the other direction that we want to check out. Ah! It's a little po-show. Nothing particularly exciting in there. I'm interested in seeing what those blue lines are. I haven't encountered blue lines on any maps before. Ah! Could be anything. Could be anything, you hear me? Oh no. Yeah, there's a lot of these, huh? Tiny room. Little tiny potion, we've got 46 of them, and I don't even really need one. Tiny room. Those alien skeletons, I don't know. I don't know why the skeletons look like that. Oh my god, it's a super mummy. My god. I've never seen such a powerful mummy. Ah! That super mummy is a real problem. It's a small room here followed by another small room. To get XP for these fights. The game doesn't show you any XP, but I definitely get stronger as I play, so yes.
You will obtain the other ring of heal.
I will. And I guess I will. All right.
You can warp from room to room.
Is that what the blue lines are? There's warps. Whoa. Yeah, I guess I'm warping now. We're warping, baby. Oh, what the heck? Nice. Do you have a Valentine's date? Do you enjoy spending your life in solitude and peace? What? I've been with my partner for like 14 years. This is solitude. Jason lives in the mountains. Nothing but games. I live in Gamer Mountain all by my lonesome.
Try taking out the map. You'll know where you are.
Oh, I know where I am. I'll take out the map, though. Yeah, there I am. See, I just warped to this place. Now I'm gonna warp even further. I don't really understand this gimmick. This warping gimmick. Like you've seen too many hallways. The time of hallways is done. You're going through the walls now. Had a partner for 14 years, impressive. Yeah, I mean they're on the stream every week. The heck? Oh no. Oh god, another one. Every week. There's so many slimes in here. What the heck? It's the slime zone, apparently. Scuffy's just an AI. Terrible announcement to make this whole time. No, I was fooled myself. It turns out Scuffy's an AI. Ah! Oh no, another one. This is the mummy room.
Pull the lever ahead and break the spell on me.
I don't know that I should. Thank goodness. I didn't have my healing stuff out, and I think one hit would have killed me there. Oh, it's another one of these sons of guns. Oh no, I'm just gonna take 3 hits. That means I'm definitely gonna get 1 hit. I don't think I should pull this. I don't think I should pull this. Wait, I didn't...
Thank you.
I don't know what this is. I actually didn't intend to pull that. It just pulled it for me. I think I might not save. I really didn't want to pull that. I really didn't want to. This is apparently the Ring of Heal. Used to recover hit points. Yeah, I think I'm just not gonna save. We'll replay a little bit of this next week. That's fine. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess we're done. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate the support. Save Detective Heart of America film as an audio. Sometimes I listen to it at night. I'm glad the movie brings you some comfort. Very, very proud of that movie. Very proud of how it turned out. It's a good film, I think. It's true true cinema. Be back tomorrow playing something on the Sega Saturn. What am I playing? I have no idea. Yeah, I guess I'm done. I guess that's it. I'm gonna go eat something, maybe bake something. I don't know. Who knows? Write some more letters. Gotta figure out what other religious figures or corporations I should write to. It's a constantly evolving list. I ordered a little bit more stationery. I found a good deal on some vintage 1970s letter pads. One of which is, I think, the ugliest stationery I've ever seen in my entire life. I have never seen stationery this ugly, and I cannot wait. Whatever you're imagining in your head, it's worse, but in a subtler way. Like, you might be thinking of something that's like very garish. This is just like the worst design. I've never seen a more poorly designed stationery. Local shop sells loads of dead stock 70s stationery. It's all hideous. Yeah, there's some pretty bad ones. There was a lot of bad design stuff in the 70s. I got a couple. They're mostly bad ones. Only one of them that's like, I think, truly unforgivably bad. Like, some of them are very 1970s bad. Just like, this color is off-putting. Stuff like that, but God, I can't wait to show off this one I ordered that is truly, I think, the very worst stationery I've ever seen. I cannot believe it really existed, and it's not as I swear, whatever you're thinking of. It's not as loud. It's trying to be subtle. But oh, it's bad. It's bad, and I will show it. I will show it to you. '1970s stationery. I gotta find like I gotta find like a local shop that'll sell this stuff. I looked up stationery stores in Orlando and just wasn't really finding places that would sell the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. I'm looking up on Etsy and some people selling this stuff for too much money. Goodness gracious. Like, I'm not going to spend $20 on this Girl Talk notepad. It doesn't even have any designs. It's just colored paper. $20? Come on. Come on, give me a break. $20. It's not a good deal. People sell stuff from like the late 2000s as vintage, dead overpriced. Yeah. I feel like this doesn't really exist anymore except at like the local level. Like if you go to a garage sale or a flea market or a just like a little shop where someone's selling this stuff. But it used to be when there was something that was old and used, it would cost less than it did when it was new. Nowadays, a lot of this is because like so many traditional jobs have just disappeared, and so a lot of people have taken it to finding items and reselling them as like their work, and the only way for a lot of people to make a living doing this is by selling them for huge prices. So just everything's speculation now. Everything is everything's just big money. Discount shops will have dead stock stuff sometimes. I'd find stuff in thrift stores too. Yeah, you can really only find good deals like this, you know, in stores like that now. The online market is completely docked up. It's very rare to find like very good deals online. Not impossible, but very hard. Yeah, like this $25 for this mushroom paper. I mean, I like the mushroom. It's kind of ugly, but I like it. This is $25. This is old paper. This is terrible old paper. Yeah, $25. You see this paper? It's real old. This is bad paper. It's old. $25. This is something you should pick up at like a garage sale for $1. And the person would be happy to get rid of it. You want this? Sure. $1. This one's only $10. But it has some writing on it. This is pretty ugly. Send the letter to moron. No, tomorrow. Sorry. Send the letter tomorrow crossed out. Look at how rough condition this is into. $10. I mean, at least it's not $25, but again, it's vintage. It's vintage, so it's worth a lot of money. I'm sorry, that's garbage. It's in garbage condition. It's garbage. Well, I did just buy much worse looking paper, but you'll see. Always shopping vintage books, stuff people will charge for an old cheap paperback that's falling apart. Yeah. This didn't used to be the case. Like, I do have a memory of a time in which things were sold for less money. This is a recent phenomenon. Like, I don't actually think the current like type of market for used items, I don't think this has ever existed in the entire human history. Like, I don't think in all of human history, I don't think there's been a used market like we have right now. It's just never existed like this. Also, new stuff is worst quality. Yeah, new stuff is bad, old stuff is expensive. Just try buying like a good couch. Try to buy a good couch. Even if you have a lot of money to spend on a couch. Try finding a good a good couch. One that you can just fall asleep on. If you happen to. "2020 created an explosion of speculative second-hand investment markets." Yeah, like it was already getting bad before 2020, but 2020 really nosedived us. The fact that there's speculative old paper, old gross paper markets. There's this notepad that was in a garage, in a very damp garage for 3 decades. The paper's curling. The paper is discolored. $25, please. Find items on Reverb that aren't discontinued listed for more than the price of a new one. Yeah, when I was looking into like fountain pens and stuff, I was like, you know what? I wonder if I could find like a in good condition used fountain pen, like of a because you know I primarily use very cheap fountain pens. I got a couple of nicer ones for my birthday, but you know, I don't really want to spend a bunch of money on fountain pens. But I was like, I'll see if anyone's selling some of these these fountain pens like used in good condition. And no, I can get them new for cheaper. The price I was seeing for new is less than what people are trying to sell the used ones for, and I don't understand that. But what do you gotta do? What are you gonna do? One thing that broke my mind a little bit is there's a community of people who try to find old media, and one of the ways that they find this is by purchasing up like VHS tapes on eBay. Essentially because like people used to record live television, and so there's some live television shows that are like just generally lost. But then also commercials and stuff, and so people will buy up these tapes to try to like find commercials that are lost to time, programs that are lost to time, things like that. Because of this, there's now people who will buy blank VHS tapes, go on YouTube, find like 80s and 90s programs and stuff, and then just record the YouTube video to the VHS tape and sell it on eBay as if it's like an original recording or whatever. to try to get the to try to rip off the people who were trying to restore this media stuff. And it's like there's pretty obvious signs of when that's happened, and you know, people realize it pretty quickly. But yeah, it's just all of these markets are completely docked up. It's all docked up. Do you hear me? It's all docked up. Well, I'm sure it'll get undocked up soon. I'm sure we're heading to... You see that... You see, I don't know if this was like just the general Trump administration or Doge, but they fired all the people who protect the United States nuclear weapons arsenal. They fired the people in charge of managing and protecting the nuclear arsenal, and they seem to have done this without realizing what these people did. They just seem to have like fired all these people, being like, I'm sure that their jobs aren't important. so they fired them all, and then apparently came to the realization, oh no, wait, we probably shouldn't have fired those people. And they sent them all emails being like, hey, actually, reverse the firing, could you come back to work, please? But yeah, this is not a gag. We go to CNN. Trump officials fire nuclear staff not realizing they oversee the country's weapons stockpile. Yeah, there's a bunch of equally. It's hard to imagine, but there's a bunch of equally as bad firings that have happened that have not been reversed. like the Epidemic Intelligence Service, crown jewel of public health, investigative disease outbreaks, health threats in the U.S. Well, they're gone. Farewell. Like, they're not just the people who deal with, like, COVID stuff, but, like, just disease outbreaks in general. Foodborne illnesses, things like that. They were the people who handled the anthrax stuff. Malvazar, thank you for the $2. If you heard of the India Cobra Bounty, like VHS, I've not. India Cobra Bounty. No, I have no idea what that is. Particularly sad about the Forest Service people losing their jobs. Yeah. The thing with all of these firings is, like, the United States government is 100% a bloated entity that spends too much money. But all of the things that are legitimately bloat are not the things being cut. Like, you know, the majority of the U.S. budget goes to, like, military spending and things, and most of that is, in my opinion, like, even if you believe that the United States should have a robust and extreme and powerful military or whatever, like, a lot of military spending is waste. Well, we spend trillions of dollars on stuff that doesn't even make it anywhere. But none of that stuff's getting cut. It's all it's all like the people who handle disease outbreaks. And there's a lot of things. There's a lot of terrible policies you can put in place that I think will not result in a shocking collapse and backlash. I think the cuts that they're making, I don't think they're going to have the effect that they think they're going to have. That they think it's going to have. I do think a lot of these systems are kind of important to the general functioning of society. My only hope is that when things do start to collapse, that there's enough of a public backlash quick enough that you know, there's some sort of epoch change in U.S. governance for the good. Because, yeah, would rather not there be like another Great Depression sort of era, or worse. Canada, we're basically at war economically now. Yeah, it's very silly. The United States has managed to make a enemy of Canada. Something that was like the subject of like comedy films decades ago, because of how ridiculous the idea is. The idea of the United States being enemies with Canada. There was No reason for it whatsoever. It's a completely absurd prospect. Mushroom paper will make it all better. Maybe I should buy that expensive vintage mushroom paper that's in poor quality. Maybe that'll fix it. Well, yeah, I guess I'll go write some more letters. Write to the government. I'll write to the write to the Democrats. Tell them you're doing a great job. I appreciate you shaking your fist and saying that's not legal. I'm sure that'll do it. But that'll stop him. Ask him to bring back Sprite Remix. Hey, while you're doing all this, bring back Sprite Remix. You can phone the government and talk to your local senator. Yeah, you can call. I do think it's worth calling your representatives. Apparently, a lot of there's been some news articles and stuff about how angry Democratic representatives are that people want them to be an opposition party. The actual strategy right now amongst the Democrats is let's just let them do whatever, because this is going to be great for the next election. Like, we'll just let them do bad things, and the next election we'll be like, look at what a bad job they did. You should vote for us now. It's like, oh, they're doing some damage. There's some bad stuff happening to the government. That's like not going to be good for anyone. I think maybe it would help with your voter turnout if like people saw what a good job you were doing now, instead of constantly relying on people understanding the severity of the bad things that are happening. Well, it's probably not going to happen. We'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe it'll all work out. I don't know. Maybe Elon Musk is a genius, and it's all going to work out. I mean, they did seem to have accidentally fired all the people protecting our nuclear arsenal. That doesn't seem like a genius move to me, but it'll all work out. Malvazar, thank you for the $2. Right, Coca-Cola to bring back Surge Soda. No, I already did that. No, that's way ahead of you there. Yeah, I did that on one of my streams. Yeah, they've been written too. Don't worry. Surge is coming back any day now. You're not thinking like the richest man in the world. He's just trying to cut government spending, which is why he had the Defense Department approve a purchase of $400 million worth of Teslas. Not just any Teslas, though. Armored Teslas. $400 million. The biggest State Department purchase for the next 5 years. Armored Teslas. He's got a NASA now, too. I'm sure there's no conflict of interest given that he runs SpaceX, but he's got a NASA, too, and got to change their priorities. But yeah, it's about cutting government spending. It's about making the government spend less wastefully. There's nothing less wasteful than $400 million in Teslas. What's really funny about, okay, so the administration denied that it was even though the $400 million of armored Teslas is part of the the State Department's purchase documents. I want you to know they've denied that it's going to be $400 million worth of Teslas, and quietly edited the document so that it no longer says $400 million worth of armored Teslas, but instead says $400 million worth of armored electric vehicles. That could be anything. That could be anything. That's not necessarily going to be $400 million worth of armored Teslas. That could be anything. There's plenty of companies that sell armored electric vehicles. It could be any of them. It's not necessarily Teslas. All right, well, that's it for tonight. I'm going to go write my letters. Have a great night, everyone. Great morning, afternoon, evening. Whatever it is, wherever you are, have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.